With League's latest champ release, Milio, it really makes a guy think, yeah, this guy is clearly, terrifying. But something tells me that we can do better. While looking at all the latest champ releases, one question comes to mind. Where have all the monsters gone? Well, I suppose Belveth comes pretty close to one, but Riot still made the choice of making her a monster/waifu mommy. Wow, that's a sentence I can never unsay. So anyways, I thought we'd take a trip to appreciate the monsters in this game. No, not the people who play Vayne Top. I wanna talk about the literal monster champs, and why we haven't seen a true one in years. When I, a casual, first got into League, what do you think I took into consideration when I picked a champ to play? Their pick/ban rate? Their flexibility? Or their spot in the current meta? Pfft, no! I picked Vel'Koz because he looked cool. Sure, I kept playing him because he also has a fun kit. But my initial reaction was pretty much, laser disintegration squid. Dope. But don't get me wrong, I also like cute characters as much as the next guy. But is it too much to ask for both? I mean, I gotta say, the cute to badass ratio has seemed pretty out of whack as of late. Let's rewind a bit through the list of champions. Yeah, there's a lot of anime characters here as of late. But if we scroll down a bit, we find this guy, Pyke. This is, in my opinion, the last release character that treads the monster line without focusing on being aesthetically pleasing. But the thing is that Pyke is not even a true monster. He is clearly humanoid, but he is also a sort of wraith, brought back from the brink of death to hunt those who did him wrong. But either way, he's still designed to be cool rather than to be pretty to look at. But so, how far do we have to go back to get to the last undisputed monster champ? Get back 3 more releases and we get to Ornn. The year is now 2017. But is Ornn a monster champ? In lore he's a demigod, but he's also pretty humanoid. If you look at him, he's basically just a huge guy with horns on a burning beard. Not fully a monster, I think. Kayn then? I guess Rast is sort of a monster, but Kayn himself certainly isn't. What about Ivern? Nah, he's too wholesome. Kled? I don't think Yordles count. But what about Aurelion Sol? Yeah, I think this is it. I mean, he's a dragon. Probably the most famous type of monster there is. Now, Azol is, as far as I know, the god who created pretty much everything. But I don't think his high intelligence in any way ruins the monster part of his design. The year is now 2016. So, it's really been no less than 7 years since the last full monster champ was released. If we keep scrolling, it will be much easier to find more monsters from now on. You can see for yourself. Monster, 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 monster. Man, I didn't even play back then and I still feel nostalgic. So what went wrong? Are good-looking champions simply that much more profitable? My initial guess would have to be that, yeah, they are. And I mean, I get it, I really do. The game is free and it's old, so Riot has to earn money and keep people invested in the game somehow. But 7 years? 7? Isn't that insane? Now, I'm definitely not saying that all champs released since Azol are shit. Camille was released after him, so was Ornn, Rel, Lilia, and tons of other champs that I immensely enjoy. It's just very strange to me that none of the new champs can be a full monster without Riot feeling the need to make them attractive to some extent. I mean, there is a large portion of players that crave a monster champ. I can't be the only one to feel this, can I? I distinctly remember Riot mentioning months ago that they are working on a monster champ and that champ is not Belveth. And this talk have been starting to buzz once more. And by buzz, I really mean that Riot has confirmed it. And this one champ really seems pretty cool. Since Belveth, we've now had a beautiful lady released, a handsome Gigashad champ, and a pretty boy Disney adventurer. And I think it's time for something new and different, goddammit. I'm not asking for much really, just make the champ into a creature. Yeah, that's about it. Just make it a little bit scary, and make it not even a little bit wholesome. it doesn't even have to be a top tier champ regarding anything else. But the bottom line is this. It's time for the next monster, Riot. And if what I've heard is true, this one has a lot of potential. The news is that the work-in-progress monster champ is a darkin dog assassin. So it seems to me that it's gonna lead up to an agile hound in the same style as Aatrox and Rast. That sounds amazing as hell. There seems to be no way whatsoever for the developers to not make this into a full-on monster champ. The only way I can imagine would be if they did the Yubi approach and made this champ into a cute puppy or something. But like, it's gonna be a darkin. They can't possibly make that into something that isn't at least a little bit horrifying, right? Right? But seriously, I actually have high hopes for this champion. At least for the visual design. Let's not kid ourselves, it's very likely gonna be turbo busted beyond belief on release day, just like every newly released champ. But if the visual design of the champ is at least good, then I feel like that's already a huge step in the right direction. That's really all I ask at this point. Yeah, I'm really starting to grow desperate for a cool character. And once again, it's so strange that it's been so goddamn long since the last time. But, what do you guys think? Man, I just really want them to release it already. So I guess all we can do for now is to just have our fingers crossed that the delay is because they truly want to polish the design, so that it will be the monster champ the people deserve. Because honestly, the 7-year streak gotta end. And let's hope we never have to wait that long ever again.